And here we are back with more Dota here at the Eastern European DPC Division 2. I'm here, Freak, and I'm going to be bringing you the Dota action of the potentially last game of the day. Every single series ended in the 2-0. So for all you guys at home hoping this could be the one that goes all the way, though to be honest, Nemiga, they looked so dominant that it would be very hard to imagine them losing right now. They've only lost two games so far. Both of them, as I mentioned in the first week, one against Team Sexy and one against No Sorry. That No Sorry, when they lost it, they got pretty mad, so they stick it to him in two pretty quick games. These guys are not to be messed with. So maybe the other teams don't really feel confident enough to take a game from them here at Division 2. To be honest, though, they're gonna need to transfer this kind of dominance to Division 1 if they want to prove themselves, because being the top dogs of Division 2 is not going to cut it, right? We want to see this team thrive in the Division 1. With that being said, the teams are ready in the lobby. The lobby is starting up, so the draft should be on our screens in no time, as the teams are ready to get themselves into it. And the Monkey King, like always, will be taking us right into the draft, where we see Nemiga are gonna be on the dire side, and they do have the last pick. So MoneyMakers are gonna be the ones with the first pick here. They will ban out the Timber Saw. They don't like how it worked out for them last time. So they're like, yeah, well, we all know how it would work out in Melreen's hands, and we just don't want to play against that.
5 seconds remaining.
They do ban out the Bounty. It was an annoying hero. We're not going to be seeing a Enchantress or a Chen. Those heroes will get taken away. Very nice. So Moneymakers, what do you open with? Do you get a Muerta? Do you get like a Clockwork, Rubik? Those are the openings. The Death Prophet is also a hero that teams have been going with in the first pick. Or is it going to be something completely out there, something that we haven't seen? Moneymakers, I would probably go with the last option, just because I think you're not winning against Nemiga in conventional means, unless Nemiga tries something out and they fall flat on their face. I don't think you will beat them if both of the teams have a relatively normal draft. So hoping that Nemiga are gonna mess up in the draft, probably not the best idea, but they'll go for the Doom. I like this. Doom is pretty powerful now because he's pretty mobile around the map. He definitely does like to be able to swap out lanes while being able to stay on his on the enemy side of the map. That's how the hero works. His laning phase is also pretty strong now with all the new trees.
5 seconds remaining.
And with him, it's very easy to run down heroes just because he's so fast when he uses the Scorched Earth. So I like it. And people have been going for the new Octarine core a little bit earlier, right? They don't even go for the Blink BKB. They're just like Midas Octarine. We'll see if that's something that you want to do. Nemiga, on the other hand, they're going to be getting themselves a Primal Beast. Vazia and Malrine, they've played this, and they will get the techies both so bad, and Hellscream have played the techies in the past, so it is a pretty big pick for them. I'm hoping that we're going to be seeing that Minefield sign, the Aghanim Scepter on the techies. It's just so much damage. For those people that don't know, Minefield sign gets
5 seconds remaining.
useful once you buy an Aghanim Scepter now with the techies. You put a minefield sign. If anybody comes close, it activates, and there's a minefield around it in a radius. Whenever the enemies are moving through it, they're taking damage. So you would basically need to just hold your breath, stay still, which inside of a team fight, you're pretty much not gonna do, are you? So I'm a big fan of it. Techies has been changed, no more silences. Now the ulti always stuns, and your shard is a reactive taser that you can use on the enemies. Moneymakers, they're gonna get Muerta. Nemiga have shown that they can beat this hero. We'll see if they'll be able to do it again. Moneymakers are a little bit of a tougher team than Cybercats. What do they play against it? They play the Razor versus it. They play the Dragonite and then Underlord. The PL and the Timbersaw are already banned out, so those are probably out of the picture.
10 seconds remaining.
So I'd say this is a good Muerta pick, especially because you have 3 bans now to protect her. So it's probably gonna be like PL, AM, Slark. Those 3 seem like the like pretty decent bans. And Violent, he loves his Slark. Nemiga, they ban out the Rubik. They might get rid of the Clockwork. Clockwork would be a good one to lane with Muerta, and actually a pretty good one versus the Primal Beast. It was definitely shown in the previous game how strong of a lane those two can be. So Nemiga, considering they played it, I would be very surprised if they would let it through.
5 seconds remaining.
Even though So Bad was dying so much in that previous game, it really was a very nice performance from him. He had so much impact. Slark gets banned out, no surprise there. Expecting the anti-mage as well. Violent is a solid anti-mage player.
Radiant team ban.
There it is, the Clockwork is out. Where's this is where I'm missing a co-cast where he says, oh, that's a good call, and then I feel really good about myself. Maybe I can go and read the chat in 5 minutes when you guys catch up.
10 seconds
You can find out that I'm getting all of those praises.
Team ban.
There's the anti-mage. Genius. Genius was very hard to predict those bans for sure.
10 seconds.
So what's the last one for MoneyMakers?
5
They are, or for Nemiga, sorry. They're taking their time. They haven't used much of the reserve. Now they will. They've banned supports, and that's normal because the 2 cores are picked up.
Dire team pick.
Dusk? No, they'll get rid of the Ember.
Radiant team pick. Radiant team pick.
They get a Lich, but there's gonna be a Dark Willow instantly to come out. As far as I know, the Dark Willow is now a universal hero. That's the case, yep. Dark Willow is universal. The Doom, he's still strength. Techies, universal. Lich should be intelligence, yep. And Primal Beast is strength, of course. So Dark Willow and the Techies, universal heroes. That's a lot of magical damage that's going to be coming through, but I have to say, a lot of these heroes actually do AoE damage, which means that even in the Shadow Realm, you're somewhat in trouble. So I'm surprised that he went that route. So Moneymakers, what else do you want? You have your offlaner, you have your safe laner. That's probably a position 4 for Bignum on the Dark Willow. Dusk, Undying, those are the heroes that come to mind, but they're gonna go for the Mirana. So we're gonna have both the Mirana and the Dark Willow. I'm not the biggest fan of the support duo. The Cursed Crown can be a solid setup for the arrow, but you always have some time to react between the pop and the arrow coming out. You have like 5-6 seconds for that arrow will be connecting. So I'm not sure about the support duo overall.
5 seconds.
I feel like it's 2 heroes that do a similar thing. Mirana is a universal hero as well, though. Not that important, but we might be seeing a core Mirana, who knows. So Nemiga, what do you get? I wouldn't hate something like a Life Stealer, you know, something along those lines. Kind of combines well with the Lich. This is a violent type hero. They could go for Naga Siren themselves. Really, when you look at Moneymakers, their ability to deal with illusions is limited. It comes down only to Muerta. All of these others are pretty weak. But when I saw the Lich, I thought, okay, someone who has armor problems. Maybe they just went for the Lich because they think it's strong in the lane, and it definitely is. I'm guessing this is gonna be a Malrine Primal Beast. So you could get Vazia's hero if you want to. Something it can't punish the Muerta, though. Primal Beast can do it as well. And there's the Jugger. Okay, so it's not going to be a Lifestealer. It's going to be a Jugger coming out. Violent is a big Jugger player. Of course, this hero hasn't been in the meta for a very long time, but I like it. You make a Manta, you can get out of the Bramble Maze easily, out of the Cursed Crown.
5 seconds remaining.
Omni Slash could be an issue because of the Pierce the Veil. Pierce the Veil cannot be purged off, so no nullifiers are really going to help you. But you do have a magical damage output on this hero with the spin. So that's it's not impossible to do well with that. I guess you could go for the Diffusal Blade if you want to on the Juggernaut. I'm thinking of changed items that you could gun for. But overall, it might just be classic items on the Jug. Maelstrom, Manta, Shard. Then Scotty later on, just to be able to deal with the Muerta a little bit better. I would ban out offlaners right now if it was Moneymakers. Sand King is something that Nemiga have played, and there it is. It does get taken out. You are in need of a Blink Stun, to be honest, if you're Nemiga. A lot of your heroes are just running in. And running in versus the Dark Willow, sometimes it's not gonna be working out.
10 seconds
So you want to have some jump, like Blink Stun, and then the follow-up Jugger going for it. They could go for a Magnus. I know that Vazia plays it. The Void Spirit will get banned out. Okay. I mean, I'd rather see a Storm for Moneymakers than a Void Spirit. I guess you ban out the Puck now. Because Dragonite ban, it's pretty much telling of what they want to do. But again, it wouldn't be a hero that can set up for an arrow. A Tiny actually isn't bad for Moneymakers. I'm a little bit afraid that they don't have any vision heroes, but with the map being so big, you're gonna be you're bound to find some kills here and there.
5 seconds remaining.
Tiny or the Puck, those are the two bans I want to see.
Team pick.
There's the ban. So it does leave the Puck in the pool. Not a lot of catch for the Puck. There it is. I would... I still think Magnus is okay. It's not a good catch for the Puck, but it's fine. Interesting thing is Beastmaster is still in play.
Remaining.
That's a buff for the Juggernaut as well,
5
if they want to
seconds
take that
remaining.
route. I don't know if you would want the Beastmaster here. You might have some damage issues if you do go that route. Magnus could have damage issues as well. If you want to make sure that you don't have those, you could go for a Mars. I'm surprised that people aren't picking it more versus Muerta. It's because the walls are so good versus her. You could go for a Centaur, but the coil is a little bit annoying, but it is a hero that helps you deal with the doom. When someone gets doomed, you use the Stampede, you get out. And also it's oh, Ricky. Okay, so it does put Vazia on the Primal Beast. They're gonna be playing Ricky in the mid lane. This is a solid Ricky game, to be honest, because once you get the Diffusal, these heroes are just dead. Yegor, Slayer, Bignum, you're probably gonna be buying a shard or getting a shard from the Tormentor at some point. This is a really good Ricky game. The only thing that you're afraid of is the Bramble Maze. That's kind of the only spell that annoys you. But I think Meteor Hammer, Diffusal Blade, BKB, they're just fine. I've seen Ricky's be greedy and not go for a BKB, go for a Manta. But I think this game, particularly up against the Puck, just get the BKB. Like, that greed sometimes costs people. I like it. The Primal Beast can actually do really well in the lane versus a ranged hero, ranged carry. And Lucas could be in trouble there going up against him. We'll see if it's going to be Slayer or Bignum laning with him. I kind of would like it to be Bignum just because the Bramble Maze is so good at dealing with the trample from Vazia. He's definitely going to stop the approach there. Onslaught as well. But if they put Slayer there, then he's not going to be able to assist Lucas all that much. I have to say I really love the last pick for Nemiga. Ricky feels like a Malrine hero. When you look at Moneymakers heroes, they can all get absolutely demolished by the Ricky. Of course, if you catch him with the coil, you can't kill him. And the combo of Moneymakers, it's actually really good. Coil into Terrorize. The problem I have with them is vision, right? You could say Moonlight Shadow, they have it, but you're versus a Ricky. So he literally has permanent Moonlight Shadow, and he will be able to scout you out. And with that being said, I am leaning towards Nemiga just because of that, because I think they have better vision here. Their ability to push out the waves is similar between the two teams. The only thing I'm afraid of here is the Juggernaut, because I don't know what to expect from the hero, but I think that it is in a decent enough spot to be able to do enough, and this is a good Jugger game on paper. With that being said, guys, we are gonna be hopping into game number 2 of this best of 3 series, but before it, a word from EGB.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
And we get ourselves into, as I mentioned, potentially last game of the day. It is gonna be Nemiga versus Moneymakers. Nemiga pretty strong, and there's some cool banter coming out from the teams. Though I'm not gonna be translating that. Everybody had a laugh there. Malrine poking his enemies a bit, and we can see that everybody is having a good time. And that's what we want. This is still a video game. We want everybody to have a good time. That's what we're here for. Dota is about having fun. And not a single person agreed with my sentence. Just kidding, guys. Of course, everybody did. So, let's see. Are we gonna see any fights level 1? Violent and so bad? Forward, this lane of a Lich and the Juggernaut is very dangerous. Okay, Bignum is dead. With a spin, the jumps in. They're gonna be getting the kill. Malrine secures it, so a great way to start the match off. Ricky already deals well with the puck because you have good armor and good regen. And they've got Lucas down as well. Vierg, he doesn't have any tangos, is gonna buy them, so they're gonna be brought to him by the Dark Willow. But this is as good as it gets for Nemiga. Your mid laner gets the first blood, and your off laner gets a second blood as well. So we're gonna be seeing the odds. They might be switching even more in favor of Nemiga after that start. So very nice start for them. Violent, he overestimates his 6 armor and 600 HP there, because he did receive a big beating from Vierg and Bignum. Range creep gonna be denied, so bad, nothing he can do about it. It's gonna be a bit of a bummer, I guess. Violent doing his best here to CS as best as possible. With Jugger, it's pretty easy to CS. He's gonna go for a spin to secure the range creep. We'll do some damage to Vierg, nothing too significant, and we'll go for the deny there as so bad. Him and Dark Willow are gonna be fighting Slayer. I'm not really sure why they put the Mirana here. I'm not seeing how he's gonna help Lucas if Lucas gets gone on. Onslaught, Trample. If you miss the dead shot, you're just dead. Kind of ironic, right? Mirana getting caught, and oh, nice dead shot there. Beautifully done. Trying to run away from the calling. Hell Scream still alive. Has the Fairy Fire. Will be forced to use it, but Lucas, he cannot get the kill. That's gonna put Nemiga at a 3-0 start. While also, they're doing really well in terms of CS as well. Malrine going well. Vierg, his lane is going horribly. There's gonna be a blood grenade on the Doom, so he's dropping low, and so bad he just finishes him off. Bignum, he's trying to finish off Violent, but there's gonna be a healing ward, making sure that Violent survives. And Bignum, he better run. He better run now, or his life might be taken as well. He does have the Shadow Realm, so we'll be okay. Weird that he's not using it just to deal with the healing ward. That's some nice gold that he would be able to claim. In 20 seconds, we might be seeing the fight for the Lotuses. Valiant is already back up to almost full. He does have the mango, so his mana isn't really that big of an issue. Slayer does kill up the leap there. Gonna try to use it to pull, and unsuccessfully he does stack though. Vazia, he's the one that claims the Lotus. Here in the bottom lane. Top lane, it was the Dark Willow, so one for each side. There's our heals there, they're the same there. Nice farm from Lucas. He is stopping the Primal Beast from getting creeps, so maybe I spoke too soon. Slayer might be putting himself a little bit in danger, and you do have a chance of killing them. But Lucas is farming well, and at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. Malrine, the mid lane, he's doing okay. He's not crushing it, he's just slightly ahead of the puck. But in terms of the denies, Puck is doing better. I didn't see if the Rick is going for a Meteor Hammer. Yeah, he is. One of the items that still uses a Perseverance. Dark Willow, picking him. Has been gone on. That's a level 2 spin. So he's going to be taking a lot of damage, even inside of the Shadow Realm. But so bad will be melted first before Juggernaut gets the kill on the Dark Willow. And the Dark Willow actually survives. Jugger, no boots. No chance to chase down there. Or no upgraded boots. Lucas continuing to farm, and he is topping the network chart here at the as the laning stage is progressing. He is farming really well, 29 CS, 2.4k net worth. Doesn't get much better than that. Doom behind the Juggernaut, but he's definitely doing better than his counterpart on the other side. So Nemiga, despite their better kill count. Okay, Vazia, is he gonna go for Yegor here? Seems like the answer will be yes, but he won't be able to get on top of him, or will he? Yegor has been caught. If he dies here, it's gonna be a disaster, but he gets himself away, still not being able to get back to the lane. It is a problem, but it's a problem that Vazia faces as well. Double Starstorm actually does go for the center there, so Vazia, he'll be more than fine to live through it. Uses the mango, uses the sticks, and he will be fine. A pretty slow start here, considering how fast it started. 2 kills here, kills happening in the laning stage. I thought we were gonna have a bloodbath, but this is Eastern Europe Division 2. Malrine, super low, has to be careful. Whoever pokes the other one gets the kill. Malrine is coming over, then Igor will get the kill. Yegor, beautifully done. Beautifully done with the sentry and the ward there on the cliff. He just placed those, and it does land him a kill. Lich is coming over, so that Puck is gonna have to be careful. He doesn't have the mana, he doesn't have his life. The first power rune, it will go towards so bad. My Ricky, he died 1v1 versus the enemy mid laner, so it's up to me. Hellscream fighting Slayer. Now it seems that none of them are willing to commit all that much. Lucas getting gone on. The Dark Willow's in the vicinity. You have to be careful if you're Vazia, and he wasn't careful enough. He is gonna be getting inside of those brambles, caught by the coil, and brought down by Yegor himself.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
MoneyMakers trying to get some kills here, and Malrine, still no Meteor Hammer. It is going to be done fairly soon, so that's when the tower will start taking a lot of damage. The idea with the Ricky Meteor Hammer, one of the biggest deals is that he does take down towers, so then the enemy supports need to cover up more of the map with the sentries. Now, considering that you even have less sentries, it's just very tough to do. What isn't tough to do is to bring your enemies down and steal their wisdom rune, because that's exactly what Moneymakers are gonna do. Slayer, low ground, dead shot will be there. Vazia, is this enough to deter them? The calling is gonna be doing a ton of damage. He has to run. Vazia, but where do I run? What do I do? So bad is there. Does come over, finish off Slayer, pulls Lucas, not to the low ground though, so Lucas will be okay. But they are coming over. Another slow is coming out soon. Vazia will have his spells in no time as well. So if they want to continue going forward, they might be able to. Still, Moneymakers, they get themselves to the tower, and that's gonna be enough of a deterrent for Nemiga to think twice. Lucas is approaching level 6. He is gonna have the mana for his spells. Has the 10-1 charge sticky bomb. Not gonna be sticking, but it's still gonna do the damage. Lucas, he got a little bit too close to it. Yegor dodges the meteor hammer. Malrine gonna use the coil. He breaks it immediately. The arrow will connect. Is Malrine dead here? Yep, he is. Beautifully done by them. Just start running at him, and Yegor, he gets another one. So the mid lane started off perfect for the Riki. He got the first blood, but with these couple of deaths, it's just not in a space that he would want to be in. Violent wants a Battle Fury. No surprises there. I thought maybe Fusel, Maelstrom, Yasha, but no, it is gonna be a Battle Fury build here for him. Wants to be able to keep up with Muerta. And the Doom as well. Nice goal lead for Moneymakers. This is a really good start for them. I expected Nemiga to do better in this bottom lane. It's kind of the main reason why the game is going as well as it is for Moneymakers here out of the laning stage. So bad. He's on the top lane. He's level 5.5, so if things continue to go well for him, he should have level 6 around minute 10. He does come over to steal the lotuses, or claim the lotuses. Bignum, Recall, the spin is there, and he does take the arrow. Gonna be doomed immediately. Hellscream wants to stop Fierk with the stun, will be able to do so. Bramble Maze does connect on the Juggernaut, but he'll be okay. Hellscream, not so much. He does get absolutely demolished by the 3 heroes of Moneymakers, but it is still a Doom being used, and you lose only support, so Nemiga are gonna be okay-ish with it. But not the worst thing in the world. If I was Nemiga, I'd still be... if I was Moneymakers, I'd still be somewhat happy. With that Doom, he did save his Dark Willow. Probably would have fallen to a level 4 spin. Well, actually, Dark Willow does have solid amount of HP, 900. Yegor wants to get the Witchblade. They could start having some damage issues with the Witchblade. That's definitely not going to be the case. Dark Willow also level 6. I thought So Bad was doing well in terms of experience. Well, this Dark Willow is crushing it. The supports of Nemiga are not even close to his experience level. And yeah, it does come down to stealing the enemy Wisdom Rune. Azia getting out. Will be able to onslaught away. They've reduced the lowest range of the onslaught, so you cannot just use it and go away 300 units.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Malrine finally shows the strength of the Meteor Hammer, gets that tower down. Next item gonna be a defusal. Of course, he needs to finish off that. He needs to finish off that power chest first. In the mid lane, has he gone a little bit too far? They're going with the Bedlam. The creeps are here, so he's not going to be taking that much damage. Jumping in onto the puck. Nice dodge from Yegor. Malrine. He's done this. He's actually turning around to fight, and he has lost Hellscream now. He's all alone. Surrounded by enemies. Will use the smoke screen. Fight until death, and he will get the kill before he kicks the bucket himself. He did have 3-1 charges, but they were 1 second away. In the end, it's going to be a 2-for-1. But the team that is going to be happy is Moneymakers, whilst Nemiga are definitely losing ground in this game. And always mention it, Nemiga, this team has a problem when they're playing from behind. Just don't do so well. Ability to read the map isn't that great, and we'll see how well they do. Juggernaut is getting closer to the battlefield. He has both the broadsword and the claymore. Bjerg, ulti is gonna be there. Bounces, they're gonna be going towards him. So Bjerg, he gets the ulti off, and that is a dead Juggernaut. The Cursed Crown will connect, and he's most definitely gonna be going down. The attack from the Shadow Realm gets them the kill, and now Yegor comes over, and Nemiga, they're falling apart. And even Vazia could be going down. Malrine does come from the side. Finishes what his teammates have started, but it is a small price to pay for Moneymakers. Vazia is gonna get coiled. He has nowhere to go. He has nothing to lose. He's gonna be turning around with a pulverized arrow. Gonna be a little bit too short, and Vazia is actually out. Yep, he will survive. That Witchblade damage isn't gonna be enough, but it was close. Yegor, he really wanted that kill. In the end, not gonna be happening. Doom is very farmed. Very, very farmed. To be expected for the hero. He did max out the Devour. So went full on greed. Vanguard, Midas, Arcane Boots, and yeah, he's gonna be going for a straight up Octarine Core super early. He can disassemble the he pretty much has 3 components. He has the Vanguard, he has the Arcane Boots, disassemble those 2. And you have 3 components ready. The Vitality Booster, the Energy Booster, and the Ring of Health. So it's very close to the item, to be honest. Arrow. Not gonna be connecting with the Lich, but he doesn't need to. And Violent, he needs to run away. He will use the spin. He'll be able to get himself away from the Bramble Maze. But Nemiga, they can't make anything happen. Malrine is the only one that could do something here, but without his Diffusal Blade, he is still not a murderer he would want to be. Him. He knows where the Ricky is, and the Ricky will be going towards the other part of the map. The sentry was placed there. Like, where the hell did he go? Well, there's a portal there, so it's really hard to just get yourself to the other part of the map. Well, onto the ground. Vazia, he doesn't like the nice flower. We'll get some damage dealt to him there by the Shadow Realm hit. That's about it. Bjerg. Meteor Hammer will connect, but this guy's a little bit too tanky. His Octarine Core is actually done once he wants to unlock combining, and there it is. As I mentioned, it's gonna be a pretty early one, so imagine how much farm he will have. 8,000 net worth. Now Devour and the Midas gonna have an even lower cooldown. That's huge. Bjerg will be a beast. He's laughing already. He's like, guys, I am living up to the name of our team. I am the Moneymaker, the breadwinner here for his side. And that means he's worth a lot of money as well. Currently is not that strong. Ricky, his token gets delivered. What he wants in terms of items. He's still thinking about it. It is going to be a broom handle to allow him to sweep the jungle a little bit faster. The gold lead is massive for Moneymakers. It's 4,000. Alreen. Going through the trees, trying to find something. There's a Lotus there in the pool. Doesn't want to get it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I'm liking the sentry positionings coming out from Moneymakers. There's going to be a ward placed down. It was spotted there. Moonlight Shadow is coming through, so now Nemiga knows this is the time where they could turn it around because they know that their enemies are coming. No sentries on the ground. Bjerg is going to be running into a mine, but overall gonna be it. Look at that Devour sub 50-second cooldown. That's insane how much gold this guy will have. To have dollar signs in his eyes. Malrine, his diffusal will be done. We'll see if he does upgrade it later on in the game. Disperser. What do you need for the disperser? Okay, so you need the demon edge and the recipe plus the diffusal blade, of course.
Top tower is under attack.
Malrine, his diffusal is getting delivered. Vazia. And this guy's Spore. If you really compare the two offlaners, it's just insane. 10,000 net worth on the Doom. 5.5 on this Primal Beast, looking to get doubled, and might actually happen as the game progresses. He's definitely not farming as fast as his counterpart. All 3 of the cores of Moneymaker stopping the network chart, whilst Nemiga trying to find some openings. They're trying to find something on the map, and the one that is gonna be found is so bad slowed down, and finally brought down as well. There's no way in hell that he's surviving through this one. Vierk will secure himself a kill. They even dropped the coil. Don't know if it was needed, but they just wanted to get the kill. And when you're this far ahead, just keep the heroes dropping. It's gonna be a problem for Nemiga in the long run. It's gonna keep increasing your gold lead. It's gonna be increasing your experience lead. At some point, once you hit your timings, it's gonna be a problem. Okay, so Mirana gonna be caught there. Pavis protecting her a little bit. Nice dodge, but it's not gonna be a kill. Malrine, he has been dusted. He has the help of Asia here. There's gonna be another dust coming out. The Science stops the polarize. It's not gonna be doing much. Slayer has to be very careful. Malrine is still dusted, but he's gonna be doomed for good. And now he has nowhere to go. He cannot jump. He cannot run. He's just dead. Bignam did go down. Vazia finishing him off, but Muerta coming over. Look at that damage that Lucas is doing. He can get the hits in from Pierce the Veil. So bad he just came back to the world with the living. Doesn't want to die again, but they'll be happy with the trade. Moneymakers, they killed the Ricky. They dropped the Dark Willow. Gonna be very satisfied with the trade. The gold lead won't reflect it though, because the Juggernaut was farming gold this time. Violent? Is he disconnected? Yeah, he was. That was a picture of him. Like, no way that he is not moving an inch there. And like always, EGB has the surprises for us, guys. So QR code for you to scan, up to $600 on your first deposit bonus. And of course, guys, just to make it a little bit more fun too. That's why we're here, to make it fun for our viewers. It's through EGB or through our casting and the Dota. It doesn't matter as long as you guys are happy. And we're all gonna be happy because the game did start again. Violent is farming well, I guess. I mean, he's not that farmed compared to the Doom, but nobody's farmed compared to the Doom. So he's not really somebody that we should use as a reference.
The prize is mine.
A little bit too farmed on Vierk for my taste. Overall, though, the gold lead is continuing to increase. Of course, a lot of it is on the Doom. The Jugger will get caught, takes some damage, goes for the spin, breaks the coil, gets himself out. He will be fine. Healing ward will be dropped, and now the Mirana gets caught by the Ricky. This time around, nowhere to go. The Pavis protecting him a little bit, but so bad, even decides to drop the ulti. Just get the kill. That was the call, and the kill, they were successful at it. They're gonna go for Vierk. They're trying to do some damage to him. Ulti from the Juggernaut going for him. He's gonna pop the BKB. Bignam is there to share in the damage and the spin. It's not gonna be enough. Vierk survives. Now they're going for the Dark Willow. He's getting low. Bignam ulti. It's gonna be perfect onto the two of them. They caught the Doom in the backlines. Vierk is a little bit too tanky. He has enough stuns. Keep Bazia away. There's gonna be an uproar, so he's slowed down. Vierk is taking a ton of damage. Will he finally fall? Look at the damage of the Marine. He thought he was strong. They will finish off the Doom. Then it's gonna be Hellscream that claims the gold. Violent, who's running away, has to be very careful. This Muerta backs the punch. Pierce the Veil was already used. And Vazia, he would like to escape, but he has been crowned. And Kings die. Here it seems like they will be finding Hellscream as well. The only survivor is going to be the Juggernaut. So they killed the highest network hero on the map, but the cost was too great. Nemiga. They got what they came for, but they didn't bargain for losing all their heroes. Doom a little bit too tanky. He might have died, but how much have you given for that kill? Too much, I'd say.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He has Midas and Devourer on cooldown, so you know, that's fine. Just kidding. It's, of course, it's not fine. Moneymakers, it's fine for them. Game is going amazingly well. Hurricane Pike on Muerta wants to get the full Mjolnir before starts going towards the BKB. Understandably so. He does farm super fast with this hero. So Lucas will be able to finish those items in no time. Malrine, he knows where Slayer is. Meteor Hammer is gonna be dropped. No, it's not. The Doom is gonna be dropped, but Hellscream is there to protect the Ricky. We'll be able to do it. The BKB gonna be used by Vierk. They want Hellscream dead. They will be getting Hellscream down. But Malrine could be chasing for more. Still doomed, but help is coming. You better run. You better now. He has been called. He has been found. He breaks the coil. He will die. Oh, or will he? Goes to the side. The trickster straight will use. Marine is still alive. Where's the sentry? The terrorize is not gonna connect. He dodged so many spells, Marine. He's breathing heavily. Yegor, he might try with some spells. No, he won't. He understands. Ricky is probably out. Malrine didn't even break a sweat. Look at him. Just kidding, guys. Look at his beard. He grew old in just a couple of seconds there. Violent, he will finish off the Manta. That's a great item versus the Puck, versus the Dark Willow. It can be a good one versus the Doom as well. If he jumps you and you respawn, it can definitely create confusion. The Tormentor at the ready. Arrow will connect on it. Just does damage, doesn't really, the stun doesn't really do anything. Lucas doing as much damage as he can, and that is gonna be an Ag Shard onto the Mirana Slayer. He gets the extra leap, and of course, he can now choose where he jumps if he wants to. You need to put it on auto cast if you want it that way. If not, it's just gonna be leaping the same way as before with the Shard. So he's going for a 4-staff now on Slayer. We'll see if the Ricky does decide to buy a Shard. No 4-staff just yet there on the Mirana. He does have the Pavis, and it's gonna allow him to live. That Pavis is really keeping him alive. Violent. We're gonna use the Manta, Healing Ward as well, and the Tormentor should drop down. Violent will be able to survive through the damage being returned onto him. It's gonna take some time, but once the crit starts kicking in, Violent will be able to get this one. So who gets it out of the two supports? It is gonna be the Techies. Reactive Taser, gonna be able to use it on his teammates as well. The Zarm is pretty big to Muerta, but you have to be close. 600 range is the range of the Reactive Taser. If you have more range, which Muerta does, especially with the Hurricane Pike, he's not going to be caught by it if he's attacking max range. Scream in a good position to break the smoke. His TP though, he will be broken along with his back, and Bjerg gets the kill. But that's a good thing for Nemiga. They break the smoke. The Roche is not on the top side, so Moneymakers, they can't really do all that much with the skill. They're still gonna try to go towards the bottom lane where there's a Ricky. Sentry will get blazed. They know Malrine is here. He has to run. He understands now there's a sentry. The calling will get used, and Bjerg, he misses the dust. Hysteria, it will be staying there for the next 12 seconds. The Ricky is in the vicinity. Bignum has to be somewhat careful as well. Let Bignum go for the Midas as well, so he's gearing up for the late game. See if that greed does pay off.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Malrine isn't going for a BKB. We'll see if that greed does pay off. Juggernaut, he wants a Lincoln Sphere. Sadly so, this Doom is a big problem for him. Once he goes for the spin, it's not gonna be there. They are gonna be going for the Roche. Nemiga, they know about this, and it's a little bit too slow, even with Muerta, without the crit. Not that much. Look at the smoke from Nemiga. It's gonna be their way back into the game. Coming over. You know where their enemies are. Lucas, that's a perfect target. With the Puck, he has found the targets. He's gonna be caught here, stunned up, taking a lot of damage on the Puck, but the Terrorize will be there to protect him. And the Puck will survive, whilst Nemiga, they lose 2 of their heroes. It could have been amazing. They could have crushed this fight, but they did not. Bignum, at least they're gonna get a consolation prize. Let's see if they might get something more. Violent has the spin, has the TP. Probably the only way you're getting out of this one alive. Maybe if he uses ulti, can get a few kills. That was just such a cool move from Nemiga, but the Puck finding an opening was huge. If Yegor maybe would have died during the stuns coming out from Nemiga, if they focused on him, we could have been seeing a different battle. But Violent. Oh, spin TP is not gonna work. The Doom, it's there. It is very close. We need to run with this Juggernaut. He's gonna be slowed down. Buyback comes out from Bignum. Nemiga, they're protecting Violent. They have to run. Vazia, more than willing to give his life away. Arrow. Ooh, he goes for the spin. Violent doesn't wanna risk it at all. Glimmer Cape, not really gonna protect you when there's sentries around so bad. Will still be able to waddle himself away. And Much damage here. He jumps in onto Violent Man to dodge. Nice pull in. And there's the ulti. Beautifully done. If they can kill Vierk, it's going to be huge. He's probably going to get his Doom off. The 4-step is out. And there's the Doom off the Juggernaut. Still gets the kill. Now he has to run. Vazia is going to be staying there. Jump in. Nicely done by the tech. He's doing a lot of damage. Violent thinking about returning into the fight, but he quickly understands it's not a smart move. Still, this is a very long fight. So Ricky's back to the world of the living. Lucas is going for a TP out. Where is the cancel? It's nowhere to be found. Lucas survives. In the end, though, getting a 1-for-1 there between the offlaners is a big deal. This was a big engagement, though, so we can't really count it that way. So they go for Roche. No, they're going towards the top lane where there's already a ward waiting. So Moneymakers, they know this move is not going to be successful. Nope, it is going to be because they're going for Roche. This is the first Roche. No cheese, only the Aegis is there. And Moneymakers, they know about this. The wards were taken down, so they don't know exactly if Nemiga did walk in there, but Yegor is not going to leave it to chance. He's coming over to check. Arrow flying in. He's gonna connect a little bit too short. The puck getting pulled in. Pavis is going to be used on him. Gets himself away. The smoke should jump into red. Doesn't have the ulti to terrorize it. This is going to be huge, but nice spin from the Juggernaut going forward. Bignum is already dead, but they've lost the Ricky. The buyback can come to the outpost if he wants to. That's the buyback goes so bad. Filthy bouncing around, not enough. Lucas surrounded by the enemies, and Mjolnir is not going to deter them whatsoever. So bad. There's the buyback from him. What a jump from Hellscream. They're going through them. Vazia wants to finish off Slayer, but the Juggernaut will fall. That buyback from the Ricky a little bit too late, but it's still going to be there. Can he finish off the puck from the back? He's attacking one more attack. Not going to be there, Malrine. He made a mistake with the tricks of the trade. When he came out, he was attacking the puck from the front. So he needed to go in the back there. And Slayer, who hiding in the trees, is so close to them. He's going to get the arrow off. Does he really get the kill here? That's a core that you're trying to kill. Not going to be happening. Vazia through zone. He smacks him down into the ground. I am the beast. And he does get the kill. That was so close to Vazia dying. Not enough. Malrine, he can't kill the Roche on his own. And he really is on his own, because Vazia, with this much HP, he is useless. Oh, Puck, you got out. Does see him, though. Does have that gem still. I mean, maybe if he bought back a little bit earlier, this could have been even better for Nemiga, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Jagger has his ulti. Doom at ready as well. Every single spell is up, apart from the Moonlight Shadow. So bad. Picks up the Lotus and he's running away. The vicinity, Bignum, he pulls down the sentry, but he's gonna be jumped immediately, and Bignum is gonna be destroyed. He's gone. Pierre, where's his ulti? There it is. He might not have even needed it because the Ricky was dead, but that's a dieback. Still, without the Doom. Jagger, while he feels super confident, just walks into the pit. There's gonna be a coil immediately, and they have a healing ward there. He's gonna get it out of the pit. Very hard to fight into this one. Puck, though, comes over. He finishes it off. The arrow will connect. Violent is going for it. He really wants the Roche dead. Bjerg jumping in. The stun. Nice dodge coming up from Violent. Bjerg is taking some damage. He's gonna be taking a lot of damage. Now smacked into the ground. He's gone. Bjerg is dead. And the Aegis, Violent does pick it up. He wants to fight. Now, where are you now? Why are you running away, Moneymakers? Well, because they can't fight. Vazia again, super low. Slayer this time around will get the arrow only onto the Lich. He does have enough HP to live through it. This long Roche fight, long engagement, ultimately, in the end, does favor Nemiga because they are the ones with the Aegis. They are the ones that reduce the lead. And look at that damage from the techies. It is stupid high. If you're not careful, you don't have your BKB, you will explode. Speaking of BKBs, Lucas is gonna have his. No time, and Juggernaut, Butterfly on the menu. Doesn't want to get focused down by Muerta. That item will most definitely help. This is usually called the Gossamer Cape. Movement speed, and every 5 seconds you dodge the attack of the enemy hero. That's pretty big. And that's not the... I think that cannot be countered by the Monkey King. Oh, actually, he automatically dodge, so probably does get countered by the MKB.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So Doom wants the refresher. And it looks like it's easier to get now because instead of 4 items in a recipe, you need 2 in a recipe. But the cost is pretty much the same. Juggernaut, he loses his healing ward, does get taken down to the Shadow Realm shot. Yegor comes forward. Violent doesn't seem like he cares. Lincoln, broken. Ulti from the Doom, didn't want to use it. Nice response from Violent.
I'll take that as tribute.
Moneymakers, they're doing a good job at dealing with the healing ward, at dealing with his Lincoln Sphere. Let's see for how long that is gonna last. Ana? So you want the Lotus Orb? Oh yeah, Lotus Orb now needs a recipe. It is pretty cheap, but it's just to account for the gold. That Ring of Health and the Void Stone used to be worth. They were 825, now they're 700. So Muerta, level 20, approaching. Juggernaut, only just now hit level 19. We'll see what he goes for. The Blade Dance lifesteal is actually quite high with the 50%. So he might go that route so that he can fight through the Doom. Violent gonna get his creeps taken down. Leash onto Vazia. They're trying to catch Yegor. Not gonna be happening, at least not just yet. Oh, he's gonna get pulled in. Oh, he got outplayed. The Terrorize coming through. Didn't want to pop the BKB. Yegor, he is still alive. Trying to get away. Nice dodge there. And he will get the blink away. Yegor will live. That was a good grab. But not popping the BKB on the Primal Beast to use the Pulverize. Cost them the kill. Question is, would have been... they've been able to get the kill anyways. Ricky's gonna have his Manta.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Juggernaut.
Radiant's bottom tower has
He does have the Eagle Song.
Dire's
Has the
top
Elven
tower is
Tunic
under
as well.
attack.
So if this Muerta
Radiant's bottom tower
doesn't start
is
thinking
under
about the MKB soon, it's gonna be a problem. Hellscream. Top side of the map, he has been caught. A lot of damage being done into him. The reactive taser isn't gonna help you here. This is a pretty big one. Though now they have to run Vazia Onslaught at the ready if he wants to go in. Nice blink out from Bjerg, and he is the one with the gem, so he sees Slayer clearly. Let's see if Slayer can get himself away. He loses the movement speed for Staff. Not at the ready. He's gonna be found. The arrow does connect on Vazia, but this is an easy kill. It's gonna be a 1-for-1. He got a response. Coil onto the so bad Lich, and that is a very, very dead hero. Not getting out of that one alive. 10 Frost Shields wouldn't be able to save you from the magical damage that Moneymakers are sporting. So all in all, 2-for-1, considering that the Aegis is expiring. If you're Moneymakers, you're happy. Vazia is approaching level 20. This Primal Beast was able to come back into the game quite nicely. He has the Halberd. I'm liking it. They're itemizing properly versus Muerta, who did buy the Crystallis, but did see the Butterfly or the Eagle Song. So he's gonna know what he's up against. Has to go for the MKB. Jugger, level 20. He went for the spin damage. So no Blade Dance lifesteal there. Muerta, of course, gonna be going for the Gunslinger talent. No surprise there. That is definitely the best one for right-click Muerta. A new round of Tormentors are there. Puck is going to be receiving his shard. Actually, the poor Dark Willow dies. He didn't sign up for that one. So Puck now, when he gets into the phase shift, he attacks all enemies within his attack range. Deals 20 bonus damage when he does it. That's huge. He might decide to go for an Aghanim Scepter. He has the BKB, big one versus the Ricky. And who got the shard here on the other side? It is gonna be Malrain. Okay, so no more saving people with 4 staffs. You can only save yourself. You cannot click on your enemies inside of the smoke screen. That's pretty cool. Is there anything else, or is that the only thing? Oh, armor reduced by 7. Okay, that's actually quite a lot. Rana caught. Rana stunned up multiple times, and will Slayer explode? Well, with the sticky bomb following him, he will ultimately die. Once the sticky bomb sticks, it's a problem. So Techies does have the Aghanims. We talked about the minefield sign. The cast time is 2 seconds, so it's not that easy to use inside of a fight. But he'll probably find a way. Moneymakers in the smoke. He wants Vazia. He gets the BKB off that Doom. Bjerg, he didn't use it all that well, but it doesn't matter. You're not getting anywhere. Even if you pop the BKB, you're still gonna die. Aghanim Scepter on the Doom. coming into play. He's level 20 himself. He does have the minus 35-second Doom cooldown. It's pretty much a minute downtime on the Doom.
Marine.
So Montefiore, they did place a nice ward, but the puck will take it down. So Nemiga, they have to bail. As soon as they see the puck, they don't want anything to do with him. This guy with the BKB is just not a kill. They do have the Polarize to go through that BKB, so at least something. We haven't seen a Juggernaut Omni Slash for a very long time, so we don't really know just how much damage he can do. Oh, finally we get a close game. This is a close game, guys. Yes, Moneymakers are ahead, but this Doom, he does inflate that quite a lot. Might be having a very long game too here between the two teams. That's what we were hoping for. Even if it's a 2-0, wanted to be a long, drawn-out, epic game. Marta does buy the Demon Edge. Doesn't have a buyback. Do they find? It's going to be the Mirana. 4-staff out. Is that enough to live? It seems like the answer will be yes. Pavis is going to be protecting him. Violent has to be very careful. He's going to get gone on Doom. He's going to have his Doom in a second. And now the Juggernaut has been doomed. He has nowhere to go. He would love to get his ulti up, but he's also been arrowed. So no chance in hell that he's surviving all of this damage coming out from Moneymakers. And without your Juggernaut, you are nothing. That's all of your strength. Okay, they're going onto the puck, smashing him into the ground, dropping low, but the puck is still alive, gets the BKB off, and the coil onto two heroes. The Ricky, he did break the coil as well. He's trying to get out. He doesn't have a BKB. He's gonna try to do as much damage as possible, but he's dead as well. In the end, they've only brought down the Mirana. Nemiga, they've lost 3 heroes, 2 of which are their cores. The ones that should be winning their game are gonna be doing nothing. And look at that damage from Muerta. So much coming into the Juggernaut after that fight. It's gonna be very close to the MKB. Just a couple of 100 gold for the next fight. It will be more than ready. Makers, they get the right jump. They find it at the perfect moment. Doom just coming off cooldown. That is so huge. Muerta after that fight is level 24. Of course, level 25 talent, not that big of a deal. You're going to go for the 25% magic resistance. Maybe you go for the Revenants in the calling. Actually might be a good one. Yegor is going to be okay there. Is that the shield rune? Yep, it is the shield rune. But considering that he has so much HP now, that shield rune is not to be underestimated. It's actually a big chunk of HP that you're getting. 50% tank here. Nothing to laugh at. Malrine, he's the one holding the gem. He wants that BKB. We all know that the Ricky can be very strong in the late game. Of course, he's going to be needing a damage item after that BKB as well, unless he decides to go for a basher. Let's see what the call will be. Techies is very farmed. Hellscream is more farmed than the Ricky, and he's probably going to be more farmed than the Primal Beast in the near future. So he's surviving in these fights, and he's really doing a lot. Violent, okay, we'll get the outpost. Does have the shard and the Juggernaut, so his damage output is going to be quite high with that one. They're in a smoke, Nemiga. Going towards the top lane. The Roche is alive, but he's gonna be on top for only a minute more. So Nemiga, do you go for it? Violent, he makes a call and says, yes, let's go. Under a smoke when they walked in. So this is something that Moneymakers don't know about, and they feel safe because they have vision there. Being pinged out, but the Roche is dropping low, and Moneymakers, you know where to be found. Here comes an arrow. It's not going to connect on anyone. It actually connects on Violet, who's already spinning. So who gets the Aegis? It is going to be Violent. Sarah is going to be used immediately. BKBs are there. Buck jumps into the back line. Not going to be doing enough, and the Juggernaut might lose one of his lives. He has another one. Doesn't matter. The Storm is still going strong. And look at Muerta and her damage. What do you do? The arrow is there. The 4-staff, it doesn't matter. Jump in. They just destroy him twice in a row. The only one left is Malrine. What is he going to do all alone? He does have the BKB. Not enough to live through the insane amounts of damage that Muerta is dishing out. Lucas, he is very happy about how that fight went. 10,000 damage, almost more than the entirety of Nemiga. And to be honest, Nemiga, they have only one damage dealer, being the Techies. Everybody else is doing nothing. This Juggernaut, he needs a blink. He needs to be able to get the Omni Slash off, because once he gets doomed, it is just over. Oh, Lucas, he's gonna have the
Dire's
full
middle tower
Daedalus if he
is under
wants it.
attack.
Buybacks on Nemiga. Have a couple
Dire's
ready.
structures are fortified.
Those two heroes are coming back fairly
Dire's
soon.
top tower
Lich will
is
be
under
back in no
attack.
time. Frost Shield will be able to protect it, but it's a 25k gold lead. Moneymakers, definitely the ones controlling the pace of this game and now going from one tower to another. Lucas finishing off that tower so bad. He wanted to defend the tier 2. He's gonna be regretting it for his whole life. That is not gonna be that long, and Vier comes over to finish the job. The gem will be taken by the couriers, so even with that kill, they will not claim the enemy gem. They already have 2 of their own. Jumping in from Vazia, wants to go for the puck, doing a lot of damage. The Tekis is here. He has to be keeping on the puck, so he will be okay for now. Jumps to the side, one blink, keeping him safe, but he's playing with his life a little bit too much. Malrine is still on the chase, and Yegor has to be very, very careful. You have a blink in 5 seconds. 4 staff, Malrine cannot get on top of him, and the
Dire's
puck is
bottom
alive.
tower is under attack.
Level 25 now. So what did he go in terms of the talent? So Drinkwell pierces the buff immunity. See if he gets an Aghanim Scepter to get that rapid fire as well. Though considering his items, it doesn't seem like something he'd want to do. He does have the Spell Prism as well. Puck has a Spell Prism. The Dark Willow has a Spell Prism. Mirana sporting a Telescope. Doom. The Trickster's Cloak, he's gonna have a refresher as well. If he wants it, he can buy it. And of course the Trickster's Cloak on Muerta does have the 25 matches as well. They're gonna get the Doom on Violent. It's not going anywhere. I mean, this is without Muerta. They're killing him. Actually, they get him out. He's gonna get the Blade Fury off, but he gets stunned up. That's a level 25 puck. He'll be able to survive. Violent lives. But does it mean the same for his teammates? He's lost 2 of his supports who gave their lives to save his Violent. You better show them that it was worth it. Arrow will connect on Vazia, but he has already gone through the defender's gate.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
It'll be okay. That's a refresher on the Doom. He uses the media. He's like, yeah, let's go, guys. They don't know that I'm ready. Nemiga might think that they can fight. 3 versus 5. Without the Doom, it is your best bet. Moonlight Shadow is a problem. Vazia goes through the creeps, confusing the trample. That shot doesn't connect, but they do connect the Doom onto the Juggernaut right on top. And look at the damage from Muerta, just murdering everybody, living up to her name. Not because she is dead, because she brings exactly that. The Terra is gonna be going with the Hellscream. That's your main damage dealer that just bought back, and Nemiga are gonna lose. And it is gonna be a game 3 forced out by Moneymakers. They're gonna be the 3rd team that managed to get a game off Nemiga. And they are the only team that still has a chance to take a series from them as well. Moneymakers, I think they don't have a chance of going into Division 1. Yeah, they're gonna be 4-3 if they win this one. You like me how they already have 5 victories, but they're really making Nemiga work for their top spot. They want to be showing that they can be the guys to beat Nemiga. Still have to win 1 more game, but this is a good start because Nemiga, ever since week 1, they haven't lost a single map, and now it's gonna be happening. Solid draft, solid execution. The Doom a little bit too farmed, and Juggernaut, the hero, just doesn't work, especially not against the Doom. When he has an Aghanim Scepter, he's gonna be on top of you every single time, and Violent, he could not deal with that whatsoever. I don't know when was the last time that he got his ultimate off. I think it was the fight around the pit, the first one. So that was a very, very long time ago. Even with an Aegis, he just dies twice so easily. That being said, guys, we will be taking a 10-minute break for the last time on this day, and then we'll be back with the last game of the day. This is our 3rd and final series. This is gonna be our final game as well, so be sure to be here because the Dota is about to be amazing.